Hey everyone, welcome to the spring 2021 cohort for GSD Venture Studios and our Venture Labs program. We're so excited to have you here today, and we're going to start with an introduction from Derek, our COO and co-founder, then go through the pitches, and from there we will open up the rooms and let anyone get in contact with the founders that they'd like to talk to. So from there, I'll let Derek take it away. Thanks everyone so much.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. I'm always reminded that time is one of our most sacred resources that we all have, probably the most sacred other than our families and money. And I just really appreciate you taking the time to join us. I'm the co-founder of GSD Venture Studios, which has GSD Labs, which is our 10-week accelerator. And all of the companies that are going to pitch today were not born in California. None of the teams were born in the United States, for that matter. And at GSD Venture Studios, we believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread throughout the world, but opportunity is not. And we travel to the far corners of the world looking for bold, resilient entrepreneurs and startups from India to Africa to Ukraine to Dubai. All those countries are represented, and we've had over 20 countries come through. This is now our third cohort. What we further believe is that Entrepreneur 2.0 looks like a globally diverse team that is decentralized with intergenerational talent, both experienced guys with the battle scars and young guys with the new ideas that will stay up all night and code. And so we're hoping that you agree with us that we found some of the best companies in the world. And without further ado, we're gonna get to these pitches, and hopefully you'll agree that they rock the pitch. And then following it, as Nick said, we'll set up rooms and you could speak to the entrepreneurs that resonated with you. So thank you again for taking the time and for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we're really humbled by it.
So first up, we have SmartUp Tech. SmartUp is an ed tech company that provides SIS and LMS solutions by incorporating, digitizing, commercializing formal and informal education. Starting with K1 and following users through their lifelong learning journey, SmartUp educates those eager to learn across West Africa and beyond.
Every child has a fundamental right to education. An education that enables them to create a fulfilling life, drive positive change, and build an equitable future for themselves and those around them. Unfortunately, in Africa, basic education is reserved for the privileged few. And with Nigeria's educational system ranked 25th in Africa and 124th, we are on a mission to make it better. Hi, my name is Suleiman Rabu, CTO and co-founder of SmartUp Tech. Together with my team, we have built an edtech platform to expand, digitalize, and commercialize quality educational resources for Africans. Starting at the elementary level, SmartUp follows students on their lifelong learning journey to create equal educational opportunities. As opposed to our competition, our AI-powered solution is personalized for each learner's unique learning style and eliminates distractions. Our mission is to make learning fun, interactive, economical, and accessible. Nigeria's education is in total crisis. It is riddled with overcrowded classes and poor infrastructures. Filing system continues to be poor, leading to poor data management and analytics. Gender literacy disparity continues to grow. Our female counterparts are left behind. Overall, the poor quality of educational resources and materials continues to make the crisis worse. We launched in 2020 during the peak of the pandemic, where we catered to students across 2 states, Oyo State and Ogun State. We provided 7,000 users with learning videos and practice questions. Today, we've been awarded a contract by Oyo State's Ministry of Education to extend our LMS platform in order to cater to 1.6 million students in their public schools. This will cater to 969 primary and secondary schools in Oyo State. And we continue to partner with other institutions. Our solution is not to replace educators, but rather it is AI powered in order to make it affordable, provide data for analytics, a single platform to offer student information system and learning management system, and multitude of tools to educators in order to provide blended learning. We are seeking to raise $4 million for 18 months in debt or equity. This will allow us to expand our content, improve our service delivery, grow our sales and marketing, and enhance our product features. We are on a mission to make learning fun, interactive, economical, and accessible to every African in every environment, be it online or offline. So let's make learning accessible together. Thank you.
Next up, we have SplitBit. SplitBit is the first true safe harbor in data protection to render system breaches ineffective and provide total data compliance. Distributed fault-tolerant cryptographic technology securely stores sensitive enterprise information by splitting data into informationless pieces and geo-dispersing it. SplitBit's provable security methodology converts data into meaningless fragments, neutralizing all methods of cyber attack.
Hi, this is Raghu Rao from SplitBit. We're very excited about this technology that is in the current day where there is all this $20 billion of ransomware that's happening in quantum hacking. We need a new technology to breach-proof the data in the world. As you can see, every day there is incidents happening. Most of the technologies currently are all reactive, so we are talking about something that is proactive. 75% of the companies have been attacked by ransomware. As I said, about $20 billion in ransom funding that has been paid out. About 10.5 trillion is what is a projected cyber crime cost by 2025. So this is an area where there's a new disruptive technology that is needed, and which is what we're doing at SplitBit. SplitBit addresses all the 3 aspects of cybersecurity: the data confidentiality, availability, and integrity. It's called CIA. We have a patented technology called verifiable secret sharing, which allows the data to be cloaked and protected even if the system is compromised. So we take the data, split it up, randomize it, and then move it into different locations on the cloud or on-prem. And we are able to put this data under different authentication authorities, kind of like bank vaults, if you will, if you are looking at a physical thing. The similar concept we have, in this case, there is a 3 out of 5. We call it 3 threshold of 3 locations that you have to go to get the data back. Or if you need to compromise, see, one system goes down, we can operate with the other four, 3 out of the other 4. So it's really increases the barrier to being able to hack the data. Even if a system goes down because of ransomware, another system, is some hardware failure, we can still continue to operate. So redundancy is kind of built in this, and we use a keyless technology, so there's no issue about key management. And another very big thing about this technology is that it handles what is called insider threats. The biggest thing in breaches is that some insider gets either inadvertently or compromised, or is through social engineering or phishing or something like that, or they could be intentionally participating. So by changing this whole model to a decentralized model of authentication and storage and cloaking, we are completely eliminating or mitigating the opportunity for an insider to create these kind of situations. So this is the next generation in data protection. We call it safe harbor protection because we can actually mathematically prove that unless you compromise the minimum number of locations, there is no way you can even have a chance of getting the data back. So this is also works at petabyte scale. This kind of technology has been used for crypto key management, but this is really works on all your data at petabyte scale. We have 3 products. One is for protecting your data. That is, you can put it away, distribute in the cloud. The second product is for sharing it with others in a secure way, to layers on top of whatever SSL or other technologies you have. The third product we have is a compliance product for kind of end-of-life data, where data that is being created but never looked at, or very rarely gets looked at, or data that is to be deleted for privacy purposes. We can take it and put it away securely in the cloud. And if needed for privacy, we can have an ombudsman be part of the sharing, so that without their permission, you cannot get at the data. So you're complying with both the security laws and retention laws. So we see our market pretty much in banking, financial services, and insurance, healthcare, and government. It's a horizontal play, but because data is everywhere, it's a global issue right now in terms of protection. The global cloud data security market is about 6.5 billion, and the cloud security market itself is growing about 33%. So the cybersecurity market is growing at around 12.5%. There's also the information archiving market and the cloud migration market. So we can play in all these areas, and I would say the total addressable market is north of about 30 billion. And we aim to at least get a couple of 2% of that market. So in summary, SplitBit helps protect your data by splitting, cloaking, and distributing it to multiple locations geographically dispersed, with each location having informationless pieces of data at the byte level. We not only handle current, but also future system threats. We protect against future system threats as well, like quantum proofing, as well as handling ransomware. We neutralize insiders' threats and provide what we call true safe harbor protection at the petabyte scale. In terms of cost, this is a great way to reduce your clutter and put away things that are in the end of life type of data, to avoid data breaches and data breach related losses, because you don't even have to do notification. There's a whole lot of costs that are associated from data breach, from compliance, fines, as well as loss of business downtime, things like that. We can reduce the cost of cyber insurance, which has skyrocketed recently. It can help you with complying with both privacy and retention laws. We're looking for seed funding of $2 million to provide an 18-month runway. This is a safe round with a 25% discount. And we have 20% angel investor tax credit from New Jersey EDA. This will help us do 5 commercial pilots, 2 government SBIR projects, and a couple of enterprise implementations. The cost will be about half for product development and a quarter for business development, and others are for operations. Thank you, and we hope to be able to help get your investment to take this thing forward. Thank you so much.
Next up is QuickRead. QuickRead is a content monetization engine that allows readers to subscribe to itinerary works and pay by % of volume consumed per page / chapter read or time spent reading. The platform's pay-as-you-go model eliminates the cost and necessity of photocopying and enables users to pay just for what they need rather than entire volumes, books, or subscriptions.
While I was in school, I had to decide between buying book or eat dinner. Hi, my name is Ukoy. I'm the founder of QuickRead. We are growing a global tribe and large community of readers for the billions of people, from book lovers to students to researchers. We have a pay-as-you-go model. Readers can pay by the page or by the hour or other unique proprietary price structures that give access to the entire world to read and learn in a more cost-effective way. As opposed to Amazon, we have a first mover advantage that empowers readers to read and get billed for the content they read versus buying an entire volume of book. So nobody has to decide between eating or quenching their thirst for knowledge.
Are you a publisher or an author of a book? Looking for a platform with better return on investment, wider reach in consumption, control, and protection of content? Get your readers to pay per time billing, by number of pages read, by number of chapter read, by percentage volume consumed. On QuickRead. Publish your book with us today and enjoy. Pay as you go, transparent dashboard, and many more. You can feel safe. It's free and always will be. Sign up today. For transparency, control, and reach.
Yes, we have book on demand for our visual readers, students, writers, publishers, and media brands. We are presently in about 3 tertiary institutions here in Nigeria, and we have about 4 LOIs, which consist of 2 LOIs with two publishing firms, and also 3 LOIs with a tertiary institution. Here is our market landscape. For Nigeria alone, we have about $131 million market size. And for Africa, we have about $1 billion. And for a global market, we have about 23.2 billion. And they are growing at a very tremendous rate. We are asking that you join us in our quest to disrupt the way the world reads. We are raising a seed round of $300,000 to reach 2 million users in 18 months. And this will be deployed for use in brand awareness and commercial news, performance metrics accelerator programs, higher talents, and build infrastructure to accommodate prospective growth. Thank you.
Next up, we have MayaMD. MayaMD is an AI-powered clinical intelligence platform designed to enhance physician-patient communication and collaboration to provide an optimal healthcare experience. The platform can process symptoms, lab results, and past medical history to replicate how a physician would approach a patient to democratize healthcare, reduce patient costs, and boost hospital margins.
Every day, 46,000 people die in India because of lack of access to a health system or a doctor. That is more than 1.6 million people a year. And these situations are preventable, and similar conditions occur in other developing countries. I am Dr. Raju from MayaMD, and we are an artificial intelligence-based symptom analysis platform for healthcare ecosystems. Maya provides hospitals and clinics with a digital health assistant, connecting their patients to better insights and virtual care. Maya allows patients to have their own personal health assistant, which can provide a fast differential diagnosis in less than 2 minutes for 7,000 plus clinical conditions, as opposed to other telemedicine platforms, which allows patients to book an appointment without segregating patients into high-risk conditions, thus increasing the cost of treatment. AI will not replace physicians, but physicians who do not use AI will be replaced in due course of time. So MayaMD is a clinical intelligence platform for virtual care, decision support, and medical education. So our digital AI health assistant can look at a lot of things. One is chronic care management, which includes diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia. We can also look at patient education, patient engagement, because a lot of hospitals face this issue of engaging with patients after they move out of the hospital. We can also provide treatment reminders. We are a telemedicine 2.0, which is built on top of an AI. So we can reduce the cost of treatment, and we can also suggest what's the best next course of action for 7,000 plus clinical conditions. And we are a CDS system. We can also do predictive care coordination, a very fast triage, appointment scheduling, and present illness overview. We're happy that there are some really good companies in the space, including Babylon Health, Bui, K-Health, etc., who has raised a lot of funds and doing really well. And where we feel we have an edges on physical signs and symptoms, because a lot of times in home healthcare, a lot of times paramedical staff go to a patient's home. So we can also look at symptom and signs analysis. And also we can also predict the next lab investigations to be done and can be connected to a lab provider, imaging provider, etc. We have a digital human interface. So that makes the system very much easy for patients to use. And again, we have a higher accuracy than most of these platforms. So currently our traction is, we have some really good traction in Asia, which is one is iMedTech from Taiwan, where we're integrating Maya to more than 10,000 devices a year. We are in early pilots for a project with Kuwait Health Ministry through Aladdin Group. We have also signed a contract with Manipal Dwaraka for IP admissions. And also we are working with Meghalaya government for a 1 million annual pilot for smart health. And we have a product which can be used to train doctors in clinical algorithms called MayaEDU. And we have a early pilot with 72 colleges and an average deal size of around $10,000 US. So we also did a clinical accuracy study with the University of Michigan to understand how accurate the system is, because in healthcare, accuracy is very much important. And we have a 94% accuracy with Maya. And we also did a consumer study to understand how easy it is to use Maya. And 89% of participants felt it's quite easy to use the system. So our ask for today is $1 million US, and join us in advancing the accuracy and efficiency of medicine. And 45% of these funds will be utilized for sales and marketing efforts, and 20% for product customization and pilots. And this year, our revenues for the India subcontinent would be around $300,000 US. Thanks for your patient listening. I'm Dr. Raju from MayaMD.ai. Thank you.
Okay, next up we have Kite Financial. Kite Financial facilitates the adoption of cryptocurrencies by simplifying access via the use of Kite Wallet. Kite's platform facilitates crypto fiat conversion, P2P crypto trading, payments with crypto, and more.
An open, transparent financial system cannot be achieved until the use of cryptocurrency is as easy as posting on Facebook. Hi, my name is Mario Ege, and I am the founder of Kite Financial and the #1 evangelist of a modern financial landscape powered by crypto. And Kite Financial is the gateway to Africa's crypto freedom. Kite Financial is built especially for those who are overwhelmed by overly sophisticated crypto platforms with several line charts, financial jargons, and several complicated crypto schemes. We have a wallet that doesn't require a math degree for you to use. As opposed to foreign platforms like Binance, we are for the African people, by the African people, so that the world's oldest continent can survive with the newest currencies. We have been live in a little bit close to 12 months now, and we have good traction. More than $2.8 million have been processed, and a revenue of 31K has been generated. We are on one top-tier blockchain venture program, 2 accelerators, which includes GSD Labs, 4 partnerships already made across the globe, and we are looking good to go. This is a brief demo of the Kite wallet. And so from what we provide, we have a major key benefits, which are one of our major key benefits is to ensure that the use of crypto is no longer a no-brainer, and it's just a plug and play, and people can actually use it as they use Facebook, which is actually the most adopted social media platform in Africa. My mom and my dad uses Facebook, so why can't they use crypto? And that's what Kite Financial is working around. We are also building services for everyday financial needs. We have a 24/7 live support that doesn't make crypto look like crypto anymore, because we are rewriting the narratives by creating a go-to person to every of our customers. So they no longer need to be serviced for them to actually use crypto. And we are very transparent, and we have a Walmart style of marketing where we reach the very low volumes of users who are willing to sell as low as $10 of crypto. We are fundraising a seed round of 500K, and we already raised 240K from a Silicon Valley-based VC, and we are looking forward to achieve these great milestones with this round, and we'll be glad if you join us service billions of Africans and also make money together as well. Thank you for getting this far with me. I would say thank you also in my dialect in Yoruba, which says Wekubiro. Thank you.
Okay, let's do it. Everybody.
Sorry, guys. O2 Services is a fog computing cloud platform designed to reuse idle computational and storage resources owned by companies and the crowd. The B2B to C software solution acts as a communication bridge between participating devices and business applications, usually running on cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and GCP. But the O2 platform replaces data centers with crowdsourced storage.
Everybody knows these days the word cloud. Enterprises are using cloud platforms more and more instead of deploying their own servers. Despite the fact that in the most cases using public cloud is cheaper than deploying and supporting their very own infrastructure, most of them do complain about the cost to be too high for their needs. There was no way to significantly reduce that cost, as public cloud companies spent about 75% of their hard-earned money for infrastructure. Hi, my name is Alex Henin, and I'm a founder of O2 Services cloud company that brings social economy to the cloud. We connect enterprises who need cloud services for their existence to the people and to the organizations with computing power and storage capacities that otherwise are sitting idle. O2 Services makes enterprises happy with cheaper, more reliable, robust, and available cloud. while a Sony PlayStation or a phone earn you passive income by working as a O2 Cloud nodes. O2 Cloud will be able to run software that was developed for other cloud platforms with very minimal or no change at all. We are glad that there are numbers of successful companies on the market that enterprises do rely on. We are especially happy about the number of companies with shared economy model is growing. Both of these things show that our efforts will make the company to become a multi-billion industry leader. O2 services is zero deployment cloud, as the minimally required configuration is an open web page in the web browser. O2 is basically changing the landscape of the cloud computing with the way how computers communicate and what they do. Our partnership with SNEA.org widely opens us doors into the corporate market. Signed LOIs with internet advertising companies and vending machines company gives us a huge base of bootstrap cloud nodes for our registration and discovery protocol. Our partnership with SyncMD gives us a pilot case of using O2 services for a safe private medical data processing right at the data location. Our plans are to replace most of the cloud computing players on the market by making them obsolete. Our small and lean teams combined experience is more than 100 years. We made a number of significant changes in the financial, airspace, security, and supply chain departments of many companies. The rover on Mars is powered by a CPU chip designed by one of our advisors. We have filed a number of provisional patents for the developed technologies. We are asking for $2 million to speed up the completion of decentralized security and billing subsystems, to run pilots in marketing campaigns with our prospective clients, and to encourage open source community, helping us to integrate our platforms and software developed for other clouds.
Next up, we have Aladdin Digital Bank. Aladdin is the world's first digital open bank to combine banking and commerce. Aladdin Bank supports your hustle by giving you the tools you need to save, borrow, and make payments while buying and selling products and services on the platform.
Only 6% of Africans buy and sell online. So if you are here today and you have successfully bought or sold anything online, I want to say a big congratulations to you and welcome to the 6% Club. Hi, my name is Darlington Onyagoro, and I'm the founder and CEO of Aladdin Digital Bank. Now, the reason why only 6% of Africans buy and sell online is because they don't trust e-commerce websites, whether they visit online marketplaces. So, but guess what? These same Africans love and trust their banks because their banks are standardized and are heavily regulated. So we at Aladdin, we saw an opportunity to fix the broken e-commerce system in Africa by building a bank first and then using the bank infrastructure and data to build a safe marketplace where gig workers can come and interact socially and commercially and also make profit in the process. So Aladdin is a digital bank that supports the gig economy by providing gig workers with the platform to buy and sell their goods and services, provide them with bridge financing and investment opportunity, and gives them opportunity to actually buy and sell and make payments securely, and access to employer benefits like health, accident, and life insurance, as opposed to Shopify, eBay, and Amazon that provide these gig workers with just online presence. Aladdin provides them with a full suite of services, which empowers them to thrive socially, commercially, and financially. We started this journey about 6 months ago, and in 6 months, we have done about $1.5 million volume of transaction. We've acquired about 30,000 customers, with about 15,000 of them being active on a monthly basis. We have actually reviewed over 15,000 loans and have disbursed loans to about 9,000 customers. And we have an average deposit level month to month of $115,000 per month. And to top it up, we've had partnerships with some of the best-in-class payment infrastructure and underwriting platforms in Africa, such as Flutterwave, Paystack, Mono, Okra, and most of them are actually, like, for example, Flutterwave is one of the first unicorns we have in Africa, and we're also partnering with them in the payments side of the business. Only 25% of Africans use smartphones. That tells you that there's a big market for banking and also a big market for online marketplaces in Africa. Imagine if the entire 100% of Africans have smartphones, just as we'll have it in America or have it in Europe or other big places. And guess what? Out of 1.3 billion Africans, about half of them are going to have bank accounts by 2022. So the total addressable market is as huge as 800 billion we see so much opportunity for both banking and marketplaces. And that makes you to understand that Aladdin as a business is going to be a very profitable business. We also identified our 15 income streams. Some of the income come from the traditional side of the banking, while the other income streams come from the marketplace built upon the banking infrastructure. Now, for example, we talk about the banking features, which we have payments, P2P payments, and as the more people send money to each other on the platform, we also make profit from payments. We make income from loans, because we give people bridge financing, emergency loans, nano loans, micro loans, SME loans on the platform. We make income from cards also, virtual cards, physical cards, credit cards that we offer to our customers. Then from the marketplace side, we have an escrow account system that ensures that money only exchanges hands when goods and services are exchanged between the supplier and the buyer. And for every time that our users make use of our escrow account system, we charge them a commission for that particular service. And but when we provide employer benefits like health insurance, accident and life insurance to these gig workers who do not belong to 9-to-5 jobs, we also earn brokerage fees for providing those services to them on the platform. And for every gig that takes place on the platform, we earn a percentage commission from such gig. So, and there's still more income streams that are not on the slides here, but it shows you that this business is going to be very profitable business. You can bank on the fact that we are a good investment. And that's why we're asking for $1.5 billion pre-seed investment, which will be used for building out the product, building out regulatory requirements, recorded expenditure, and buying some fixed assets that are required by law. If you hear if what you hear is very good and you like it, I want to join us in this ambitious journey as we bring banking 2.0 to Africa, as we empower the big economy of Africa. Kindly join us in our deal room and let's do this great venture together. Thank you very much.
Finally, we have Brick Exchange. Brick Exchange is a hybrid banking platform between decentralized financial instruments and traditional US banking gateways. Brick builds self-custody solutions for digital money with blockchain, Brick checking accounts, and a real estate-backed stablecoin.
Hi, my name is Igor Khmel. I'm still the founder of Brick Real Estate Investment Community Platform. I was born in Ukraine. I won Ukrainian Computer Science Olympiad. And I came to the United States in 2009 to study in Stanford Business School. Before that, I was in a McKinsey company. And I made internship in Citadel Hedge Fund. I consulted with BBA Innovations. I was head of innovation in the leading bank list in Europe, in Sberbank. And I'm doing fintech for the last 10 years. In 2017, I started a company called BankX, and we did the top 20 initial coin offerings in the world. And even in 2018, I became even a billionaire for 1 week, while my currency that my company issued reached total market cap more than $1 billion. So I had a dream that as I'm following for the last 3 years to build vertically integrated ecosystem and to enable a new asset class based on the blockchain technology. I believe blockchain technology at this stage is ready, especially with DeFi markets, which grow 100 times for the last year. It's ready to recognize and to enter a real estate market. We're going after hard money loans market, and our service available market is CMBS, and further it's mortgage market. So we're working to change the way how it's financed traditionally versus the new way. So traditionally, real estate finance through sponsor, commercial real estate finance through sponsor, SGP, LP financing, and bank finance. So instead of LP financing, we're issuing a token called SQFT, which is square foot, and we're replicating completely the funding structure. For bank financing, we're using the new token called stablecoin LUSD, and also for profit participation and protocol governance, we are using the token called Brick. Altogether, we are building the marketplace with 3 sides participants. It's originators, borrowers, it's capital providers for leverage, which is banks for pension funds and trust, and finally, it's capital providers for equity for LP, which is crypto markets. Originators can trade their originated loans through the marketplace that we are working with that connects borrowers and originators of the capital with CMBS trusts and institutional investors. In terms of equity financing and LP financing, we have, as I said, three types of token: SQFT, which is index coin, which is equal for week moving median square foot price nationally, stable coin or USD, and BRIC governance token. We believe SQFT is the best coin to use to measure capital real estate market because this is a standardized measurement existing right now, and there is a number of data sources for that. Particularly on this slide, you see the data source for Redfin, which showing that the current SQFT rate is about $180, and it grow 17-18% versus the last year. Our revenue model is 2% SQFT origination fee, the same as the USD, and up to 20% profit from the BRIC, which is the profit participation in real estate. We already got significant traction with the market players, insiders. So we got strategic partners in terms of management company, which manages 3,000 properties at this stage and headquartered here in the Bay Area. And we talked to a number of underwriters, and they expressed interest on the underwriters such as Morgan Stanley Digital Asset Desk, Credit Suisse, and also interest from Quicken Loan and others. And we talked to a number of data providers such as Redfin, CoreLogic, and all of them they interested to collaborate and provide the data. As well, industry VCs are interested to support us in Series A, such as CME Venture, Chicago Merchant Exchange, Camber Creek, CoreLogic, PC, People. Our competitors, they consist out of traditional players such as Roofstock, Point, as well as blockchain players such as Figure. Figure is the biggest player on this market right now. So they were founded in January 2018. They're doing the marketplace for Helix, common equity line of credits, and it's backed by blockchain platform Provenance.io that they built. And the total credit line is more than $1 billion $1 billion provided JP Morgan, WSFS, Jeffrey Bank. The total figure valuation right now, $3.2 billion that they reached in 3 years after launch. Our target is to grow till 10 billion in SQFT and about 5 billion in BRIC. So it's going to be one of the top stable coins on the market, comparable with Coinbase stable coins. And we believe this will get a lot of traction and demand in China, since the Chinese and Asian and mid as well as Dubai and the Middle East investors, they're usually the traditional buyers of a US real estate. So in this case, they are not even supposed to visit US in order to get exposure to US real estate market. They can do this while like staying in their countries. So there will be significant demand. Second part of the demand is the crypto investors who are looking for hedge when there is a volatility in Bitcoin or when the Bitcoin is going down. So this is basically the perfect hedge assets against volatility. We are raising $2 million at this stage, and we are doing this through two terms. It's equity as well as tokenization and pre-sale of REIT. So our team consists of I'm a CEO and the founder. Frank is our co-founder and real estate private equity, head of real estate private equity business. And Dennis is our CTO. So we have the background of Wokta, Citadel, Burbank, Blackstone.
Thank you again so much for coming. We really appreciate you taking the time. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build rooms for each one of the companies. And if you want to message in chat, you can tell me which room you want to go visit. If you want to hang out and talk to me and talk world domination and all things global startups, we can do that. And if you just hang out and do nothing, I'll probably just move you into a room. But anyways, thanks so much for coming. We really do appreciate it. I'm going to open the rooms. Last cohort, all the deals were not wrapped up in 24 or 48 hours, but they were wrapped up in about a week and a half. So we will send out this video, and we will make sure you have contact information of the companies, but you can also go through myself if you need to. But you also can go directly to the companies. We want to, get you as the information you need. So thank you again.